Welcome back. Now it's that time of the year again. People across the country have begun to rack their heads about the upcoming Union Budget 2012. As part of our special segment, Dear Finance Minister, we decided to speak to few citizens and find out what's on their wish list for Pranab Mukherjee. Today we get a glimpse of the expectations of some from the field of entertainment.
Why does the government treat the film and entertainment industry with a lot of special privileges? There are a lot of people who say this. While we are already troubled by issues like video piracy, why do you burden us with more and more taxes? This is what an entertainment industry professional, Vijay Adiraj, has to appeal to his dear finance minister.
I think it's time for another budget to come out, and as a media professional, I have a lot of requests to make and to burst the myth that the entertainment industry is a pampered industry. I would beg to differ, because I guess it's the only industry which generates a huge revenue across all languages in India, but doesn't have a minister for itself. Though you have the communication and information and broadcasting ministers, there is nobody specific for this industry which generates a huge revenue. And as far as taxation goes, there are so many taxes each time. You buy raw stock, there's a tax, and when you give the salaries, there's a tax. So considering the other industries where there is one tax at the end of the day to pay as a whole, here it's taxation on everything. And I also heard that the Honorable Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee is considering a service tax now for the films that are made and exchanged from the producer to the distributor, which means a further taxation of, I guess, around 12% or so is being thought of, which would add to the burden of the film industry. The biggest problem that we face in the film industry is piracy. And when on one hand there is nothing and no action literally taken to curb the piracy, on the other hand you tax an industry which every person looks at. The request is that the finance minister actually takes a look at the film industry and gives us a bit of a respite.
It is the film industry that takes the country's soft power and culture across the globe. If that's the case, why do you tax us at every level? This was Vijay Adiraj, an entertainment industry professional's message to his dear finance minister. With camera person Thiru, this is Hariharan for Ndtv-Hindu.
Now all of us have been criticizing about the battered roads in Chennai for a very long time. All have been complaining, but still nothing seems to change. Well, Ndtv-Hindu has decided to showcase the plight of every pothole like crater roads in the city. Today, it's a turn to take a look at the pathetic state of roads near IIT Madras.
ரொம்ப மோசம். அது குழி சரி பண்ணவே மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. பராமரிப்பே ரொம்ப கம்மியாக இருக்குது. ரெண்டாவது எங்கேயாவது பேட்ச் ஒர்க் இருக்குன்னா அந்த பேட்ச் ஒர்க் வந்து ஏற்கனவே உள்ள எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் ரோடோட மேட்ச் பண்ணுறதே இல்லை. இவங்க அதுக்கு மேலே போடுறாங்க. அது என்னன்னே புரியல. அது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம்.
I had to get off the scooter because we lose our balance and there were big vehicles. There's no space. I think our government can do something about this.
Terrible. The road is terrible. I don't think this road will be, traveling to this is like hell.
We use this road regularly. And it's very tough traveling this road. There's too much traffic. It takes probably at least half an hour to come across the road from Adayar till here. And the roads have also been spoiled after the rain. I think the government should do something about this, because this is one of the important roads in the city.
And for the first time in India, 3 chief motorcycle riding coaches, along with their deputies from around the world, have joined together in one place. I'm talking about the California Superbike School. The foremost motorcycle racing school in the world was founded by Keith Code, who is arguably the best known motor instructor in the world. The school has now embarked on its third successful year of operation in Chennai. The third edition also comes with the highlight of having the highest number of qualified coaches of any CSS school at any time, a world first indeed.
And we had a 5-day camp.
Training the riders, I think that the greatest part of India are the people within India. And we found the Indian people to be very receptive and very eager learners. For someone whose job is to train other riders, this is always welcome. It's always welcome to have an eager student. So we have many eager students, and we find that their progress is more than satisfactory. So that's really the hope of any trainer or teacher, is that their students make significant gains, and we've been seeing that, and it could make us happier.
In India, there is no shortage of talent as far as the racers are concerned, but there is no professional training that is available to them, which is why you see a lot of the times when our riders from India try to make a mark on the world stage, they just can't seem to compete at the international level. So the biggest objective here is to identify talent and provide them with the necessary training so that they can compete at the international level.
And in some national news, a day after Army Chief dragged the government to court over his age row, the government is locked in serious consultations. The PM's office has consulted top ministers on the issue. Sources have told Ndtv that government will defend its decision to take General Singh's birth year as 1950 and not 1951, as the general has been insisting. Government has also filed a caveat in Supreme Court, which means that the government has told the court that it should consult the government before deciding on the Army Chief's writ petition. And Priyanka Gandhi, on a 3-day visit to Raebareli and Amethi, told the media that she was open to campaigning across the state if her brother needed her to. When NDTV's Anand Zanane asked whether she would even contest elections, as many want her to that she said that her brother knew to what extent he could make demands on her. Well, that's a wrap on this bulletin. Thanks for watching. Keep watching NDTV Hindu.